Hey guys, I'm Darius DeVitt, and this is my Icebreaker Speech. To get it started, I wanted you guys to know that I'm a business marketing major, and I'm a sophomore at Marist College. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the fact that I'm a liar. I lie about a lot of things. If you're my friends, then you know I most certainly lie plenty. But I just lied to every single one of you viewers twice. Let me go back real quick. Yes, I am a business marketing major, but I'm also a biology major. On top of that, I'm a sophomore. I am 19 years old. I live in sophomore housing with other sophomores. But credits-wise, I'm an academic senior. So a lot of you are probably wondering why I left these out at the beginning. So I tell people I'm a business marketing and bio major, and that leads to a lot of questions. That leads to a lot of questions that I don't feel like answering. People will ask, "Oh, how can you work how does that even work? How can you have those two majors together? They kind of clash, don't you think?" And I just don't really want to answer that type of question, and I'd rather just leave them with the most basic kind of information that I can give them. Second off, I don't like telling people that I'm a senior because it leads to more questions again, such as, you're a senior but you're only 19, but you live with other sophomores, and I struggle finding a true identity for myself. And I feel more like a sophomore than I do a senior because, sure, I have the credits to be a senior right now, but I'm not graduating anytime soon, and all of my friends are sophomores. I plan on graduating with my sophomore class, not my senior class. So this is why I kind of identify as a business marketing major and a sophomore rather than giving my full information. So in order to explain my curious situation, I want to talk about the Academy for Health and Medical Sciences. This was my high school. This was where I went, and let me tell you, it was absolutely crazy. So let's step back and start at 8th grade. I had my friend group. I had my own clique, just as most 8th graders do. But it just never really worked out. They weren't, when I really thought about it, they weren't the kinds of people that made me who I wanted to be. I was the quiet kid. I didn't really talk. I just sat there and listened. And that's not my personality. That's not me. My high school friends know that is the exact opposite of who I am with them, and I'm this talkative and personable person, and I learned that's who I really was through this high school. So right off the bat, we were a dual enrollment program. So I was going to high school and college at the same time. I took a college class at the very beginning of my 9th grade year, and I was taking college classes all throughout high school. This meant that I got 62 credits and an associate's degree upon graduation, which was incredible, which a lot of kids are probably, which a lot of people my age probably wish they had the opportunity for. And while yes, it's awesome, it wasn't it wasn't quite like the perfect deal type of thing. You had to maintain a 3.0 GPA, and let me tell you, we had 36 students accepted, but by the very end of it, we only had 20. So if you can see at the top right, we have this picture of me and an underclassman, and I was the poster boy for my high school. I was actually on a poster in our local mall, and I was on like the school brochures, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, we as an upperclassman, I would go around to the underclassmen, like to the incoming freshmen, and I'd pass out these flyers with me of the pictures on, just being like, "Hey, I'm the poster boy. Like, nice to meet you. Like, you need to know me." And we would go around like that. That's how our school was. In the bottom right over here, you can see we're just like because we had such a small class size, we just turned into this family that was you saw every side of each other. You saw the good and the bad. Most high schools have 100 students, 500 students, 700 students. We had an average class size of 25. These people I went in and day out with, and you formed these bonds that will pretty much carry you through life. And just seeing the same people 5 days a week for every single day for 4 years, you see the good and the bad side of every single one of them. So let me go into our class and this portion of it. So I said that we started off with 36 kids. Within the first week, we were down to 26. After a second week, another kid just automatically dropped out, and that left us with 25. Until the end of our sophomore year, we had those 25 kids, and we were 25 strong. However, after that, two friends of ours ended up having to leave the school. And a big portion of that reason is because of this 3.0 GPA. Imagine being a 10th grader taking college level courses that 20-year-olds that had difficulty taking. These courses were insanely difficult and led to too many long nights. And so then our junior year, we were down to 23 students, and it was weird not seeing like some of the people, but like two of the same people, but you get over it. And then the end of junior year came, and two more dropped out. Two more of my very close friends, and that was heartbreaking, especially because I was very close to being one of them. So you had to maintain this 3.0 GPA. But at the end of my junior year, I dropped down to a 2.96. 2.96. I was told that I was 0.04 points away from being able to stay with my family, stay with my friends, and I was told to get out. I was told, that's it, you're done here. And I would have been the third that year to be asked to leave. But instead it was only two. And I'll tell you what I did. I worked my ass off talking to the principal, talking to the superintendent, talking to the dean of the college. Like, I spoke to so many people trying to find my way to get back into my school, find my way back to my family. And I was so lucky to be able to have the opportunity to fight for my way back in. I had to take summer courses, and I was on probation, and there were so many problems, so many things that I had to do. But I did it, and I was able to get my GPA back above a 3.0 and finish off my year with my family. But let me tell you, it was not all fun and games. Sure, we have this awesome, I get to say that I had 62 credits and graduated high school with an associate's degree. But too many nights were spent where I was up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, making sure that my best friend would be at school the next day when I have to wake up at 5 in the morning. And when you have that worry of whether your friends will still be there in the morning because of how stressful the school is and all the work that it just leads to this mental breakdown for everyone. Just about every single one of my friends needed someone. And sure, this is high school. This is high school, and stuff like this happens to everyone. But it's for us as a family, when someone's locked in their closet because they don't think that they can do the next test, or they're in the bathroom bleeding, it's unacceptable, and it breaks your heart to see your best friends do stuff like that. And one of my best friends is the reason that instead of our graduating class being 21, it was 20. So she was with us all until the end of our senior year, when she had to spend the last 2 or 3 months in a mental institution where I wasn't in contact with her. I didn't know what was going on with her. All I knew was that the school drove her insane, pretty much, and led her to do unbelievable things to her body. And because of that, she couldn't make up her work. She couldn't graduate with us, and she didn't get the associate's degree because of something so silly, something so unbelievable. So, yes, my high school had some amazing things, and some people were able to accomplish some amazing things, but it was not all good. It broke you down, and the school is not for everyone. People that were there, it clearly wasn't right for. So I'm glad that I went to this school, because it taught me who I am, and I would not be the same person had I not gone to this school. So thank you for listening, and have a good night.